All right, so what's up, guys? So we're out here on another run, out here doing this craziness for all you guys to simply sit back, watch, and enjoy, and become powerful, right, with us as we try to make ourselves bigger, better, and stronger, right? Become powerful beyond belief, right? Essentially, that's a goal we have. And you know, for you want to figure that out, right? No blaming you. And you know, don't worry, because we are going to give you 4 ways or tips in order to become powerful beyond belief. And without further ado, we are going to go into tip number 1, right? To become big, strong, and powerful, right? Like Superman or Superwoman, right? So to become powerful beyond belief is to become numb, right? In particular, in your mind, become numb to the criticism, to the BS that you are, you know, ultimately afflicted with every day, no matter where you come from. It's everywhere, right? So much animosity, so much negativity in this entire planet, right? And you know, the leaders, those that people look up to, aspire to become, are able to silence that negativity, and many of them actually make it their friend, right? They learn to play with it and play off of it, and essentially, you know, some even use it against other people, right? They learn to help others through, you know, helping them deal with that negativity, right? Someone feels negative about their weight, someone starts weight loss company, right? They're gonna be in business for a long time, right? They have the clientele, so forth, right? Some people, you know, have problems with, you know, their health. They might get injured, so someone becomes a doctor and tries to help that, right? The doctor is the super powerful one, just like the person who started the weight loss business, right? Those people essentially learned to quell the negativity in the world, problems, right? These famous, successful, powerful people that we look up to are all just problem solvers, right? The doctors, lawyers, engineers, actors, right? Those people that make, you know, provide entertainment, a sort of escape, right? Those are these actors, right? Just like the engineers to build, you know, beautiful bridges and, you know, even medical devices if they're working in that field, right? All these powerful people simply just, you know, solve problems. So if you want to be a big, strong, powerful person, you have to learn, you know, of the negativity, right? The presence of it. How big of a problem is it? And solve it, right? Lower it in not only your personal life, but other people's lives as well. And you're gonna see that people are gonna want your help, right? They're gonna want you to give them assistance. And there comes the money and the recognition and the position, the status, and the power, right? That's what it all boils down to. But if you're selfish, it's not gonna happen. And tip number 2, in order to become powerful, is to become selfless, right? Stop worrying about you so much. The people, the awesome persons of this world, Mother Teresa's, and so forth, right? People that are essentially legendary, right? They've written books about themselves. People have written books about them. People are interested in them. And very often, these people are the most selfless people in the world, right? You talk to them and they find a way to put the conversation back on you, right? To make you feel awesome, make you feel great. And that's the whole reason why they are so powerful, right? People rate them as highly socially savvy, right? With a wit and charisma. But it's not so complex. It's just a very fact you know, that they care more about you than they do essentially about, you know, treating themselves, right? Because essentially they want to help you, right? That's what it boils down to, right? Who in the right mind wouldn't want to be around that? And who wouldn't want to be around that spider that we were staring at and we didn't want to get caught in the web of? But, you know, essentially for you, figure out how you can help others. How many mouths can you feed? How many people can you educate, motivate, inspire, right? Simply just make their day better, put a smile on their face, right? And before you know it, you're gonna become a powerful person. People are gonna look up to you. People are gonna ask you how you did it, right? And whether or not you can help them. And they'll be reaching out their hands for you to help, right? So, another thing that we were literally just thinking about that had to deal with that whole idea, right, of the selflessness, but in particular with being in someone of power, right, someone in charge. As we think about it, tip number 3, numero tres, regards to being a super powerful, you know, individual, I would say, here we go. Is to just simply be a beam of positivity, right? You notice that powerful people, those individuals, you know, don't let criticism, shame, insults, guilt affect them, right? They don't project it onto you nonetheless, right? How many, you know, how likely are you want to be with that person who not only complains around you, right, that puts forth that negative energy, right? The winners are the ones that see the goodness of life, right? Those powerful individuals, right? They're not fazed by the problems that we just mentioned before in the world, but they're not fazed, you know, by what's wrong, right? They're able to cling on to what is right, right? Be, you know, happy about it, right? Get moving and, you know, feel a certain way about it, a passion, a pride, a lust for life, right? Those winners have that, because if they don't, you know, it's going to be very hard for them to put the work into getting where they are, right? Those super powerful positions. So whatever it is, you got to do some deep thinking, really stop and question what it is that you like to do, right? And, you know, go do it, right? Even regardless whether or not you may not make the particular financial gains or positions right now, but it may appear risky, but in the end, it's going to give you something to be crazy about, right? That's all that matters, right? To become that powerful person, right? Because those people, famous politicians, celebrities, all those individuals had to take risks. They had to work hard to where it is that they got today, right? In order to help them accumulate that power, they had to do it, to get crazy about something, whether it is changing the country or, you know, changing their body, changing medicine, or whatever it is. They had to have that inspiration, right, in order to become powerful, right? That power comes from within, that mind state, that frame of mind that, you know, ultimately they possess for what they do, right? So essentially think about that. Think about how you can get crazy about something and simply just do it, right? Like Nike, right? You don't have to be the best at it, but just work at it. So another way in order to become super duper 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 powerful, right? Become awesome, famed, inspired, right? Looked up to in particular, of society. Right? That was simply yes, you teach, I would say, right? Give back, right? Because so many people don't do this, right? Very often, you know, those individuals that, you know, at the higher ups in the world have taught a legacy of students before them, and those students end up working for them, right? To help them, you know, manage whatever it is that they're doing, right? Just like you would educate, you got a business and you educate your son to do that business, right? Your son is going to help you with it. And you know, that same concept applies to life, right? Because in order to get the power, you have to divide the labor, right? Hire specialists, right? To be foolish for one person to do every single job, right? The computer coding, the speeches, right? The talks, the, you know, essentially accounting, right? All these different specialized skills, right? That certain people are meant to do. But there's only so much time for someone to be proficient at all these features, and let alone do them all at once would be crazy to ask for. So by virtue of dividing labor up into different people, you're gonna be on your way to becoming more powerful, right? Realizing that you could use a little help from your friends and essentially do it, right? So those are the 4 ways you can become powerful. As always, just say thank you very much and goodbye.